And just like that, we're live. Hi, everybody. It's the fourth live stream. I'm starting to learn some of the songs. Thanks for coming, watching, participating. If you're watching the stream, please comment. We're going out to Facebook pages for Orbit, 123 Astronaut, and then my personal Facebook profile. And also we're on YouTube at youtube.com/123astronaut and Twitch at twitch.com/123astronaut. I think that's the URL, twitch.tv. Anyways, hi, Tom. Yeah, let me know you're here. And I can put up the comments, so then people on the other channel, because only people in the channel that you're in can see the comments. So anyways, I'm gonna play tonight some 123 Astronaut songs. I'm gonna play some Orbit songs. I'm gonna a special guest because I like doing that, and maybe a cover. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But post your requests, and I will do my best to get to them. I will do my best to remember them. I will do my best to perform them. I'm gonna just try to do my best in general. But I'm gonna start off with a Steve says Tom says. Hi, Jeff. Even though it's a different Tom. Different Tom. There's Toms all over the world. But yeah, chime in. I'd love to hear from you. So this is a 123 Astronaut song that I haven't had a chance to play in these past 3 shows that I've done, but I'm going to start with it tonight. It's a song called Weightless. Weightless, time on wild, heartbeat, the only sound. You're a beam of light, floating by, and I feel alive when you smile. It's cold out, it never ends as we fall down. Heaven sent, we could seize each other. A warm embrace, I would be recovered. Just to touch your face. Everything's gone. Now we are weightless all alone. Hold on, a moment is all. Now we are wide-eyed, unaware, breathless. Hold your air. We could freeze the moment. Inside, reality flies by, amplified. Hold on, everything's gone. Now we are weightless all alone. Hold on, a moment is all. Now we are everything's gone. Now we are weightless all alone. Hold on, hold on. Moment is on. Now we are thanks. If I hit that button, it turns off the reverb. Makes me sound like a person. How's everybody doing? You all right? Crazy times. We've been working on a new 1-2-3 Astronaut album, and with the pandemic and stuff, we've just been kind of releasing them one single at a time. And the first single was a song called Cry Baby Cry, that I put on Bandcamp, but for some reason haven't uploaded to Spotify and the services. But you can find it on Bandcamp. You can buy it on Bandcamp. You can buy our whole catalog. Do I have a Bandcamp banner? It's 123astronaut.bandcamp.com, or you can go to 123astronaut.com and click on the Bandcamp link. I've got a banner for that. There it is. But I have this sort of way of writing songs where I back in the 90s, I had a looper, an Echoplex, and then I had a Jam Man, and I make these loops and kind of write songs over it. And I still like writing songs that way sometimes. And I like songs that just kind of have like kind of one thing that goes through them. And this is one of those songs. But I haven't been like one of those people that plays with a looper pedal, partly because I don't do a whole lot of these solo shows, and partly because just the technology is like, I'm a very techie person, but bringing the tech on stage, it's a whole different kind of mindset. But I did want to try this song with the looper here, but rather than kind of spending 5 minutes trying to get the loop right, I recorded it ahead of time. So here's the loop. Somewhere in the night, she's waiting for the light. Sings a song of soothing, soothing love. But in sun, there is nothing wrong. Cry, baby, cry. Cry out those sad and lonely nights. Cry, baby, cry till the rivers all run. Cry, baby, cry. Cry out those sad and lonely eyes. Cry, baby, cry. Cry till the rivers all run. Looper pedal. You know, we'll just try some stuff out. We're friends. We're all friends here. You know, it's a friendly environment. Let's just, you know, try some stuff out. Tim is requesting Rockets. Stuart is doing all right. Hey, Stu. Sean says, what's up? And Jennifer says it sounds great. Thanks, Jen. It's nice to know it sounds good. All right, let's play Rockets. You know, got the request, might as well do it. Let's do it. Probably don't want that pedal. Probably do want that pedal. Yeah, let's do it. Medicine suckers all of the time. Cannonballs and out of time. Mommy said, don't you go in there. Girls got rockets medicine skin all will be mine. Mommy said, don't you go in there. Girl's got rockets in her hair. Don't go in there. She will be my Valentine. Medicine skin hoping mine. Mama said, don't you go in there. Girl's got rockets in her hair. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. I did an acoustic version of that song last week, and this time I have the electric guitar. I've got the acoustic guitar here, though, so I can swap out. I can jump around. I can change it up, you know, as needed. Yeah. What else do you want to hear? Jack is requesting Satellite, which was on... What was that on? Was it on the Lost album? Was it on the... I don't know. I don't remember that one. It's like the later songs in the album. But I mean, I'll listen to it. Maybe next time, Jack, I'll help you out. Jack likes that the guitar's plugged in. And Tom likes that I played Rockets. I like that. It's the emoji version. And Tom wants me to play amp. I'm in a requesting mood, so I'm going to do that. I'll just do it. I'm the jukebox tonight. Amp. I'll play it if I can remember it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. I'll bring up the lyrics. Alphabetically first song in the book, so that's good. All right, let's see what we do. Let's just see what happens. She rips my mind out. She tears my tongue out. She pulls my brain out and feeds it to me. She wants it so bad, the worst I ever had. But something's peculiar, and she says to me, oh, did anyone, oh, did anyone, oh, didn't anyone tell you about me? Make mama real deal, she's got a ghost and a cop. I feel please, make it easy so I can't complain. She's like a brain drain, she's got a touch of the pain. She makes me nervous, but I can't explain. Oh, did anyone, oh, did anyone, oh, did anyone tell you about me? She makes it hazy. I've got a feeling that I can't explain. Oh, did anyone, oh, did anyone, oh, did anyone tell you about me? How's everybody doing? I already asked you that. Just feel free to post how you're doing in the comments, and then I can see them. Because that's how the internet works. We wouldn't like to see all the comments all the time, but, you know, I'm asking for it now, so here we are. There was a couple of Orbit songs. Let's play 1, 2, 3 Astronaut songs. Let's play The Friction. Why not? There we go. Levitating slowly above the world, you don't look down. Just rise above those bastards, show them they can't wear you out. But when those pigs got squealing, sugar-coated faithless lies, it's feeling hate they're feeling, the smell of urine burns your eyes. But when the fiction takes control, when the friction drags you down, together we can break the hold. Together we will be alright. drags you down. Together we can break the hold. Together we will be takes control. When the friction drags you down, together we can break the hold. Together we will be alright. When the friction takes control. When the friction drags you down, together we can break the hold. Together we will be alright. That's a 1, 2, 3 Astronaut song. It was the first song on the first thing we put out. Basically, we made a video for it. It's on the EP called The Friction, and the song's called The Friction. I've been realizing, you know, sometimes I sort of criticize my songs saying, you know, they're just yelling. A lot of it's just yelling. It's sort of controlled yelling, which, you know, is fine. But boy, it's just feeling so good these days to yell. Just, you know, get at the top of everybody go out and raise your voices, because it feels good, it feels important to be raising some voices. Whether you're singing or just yelling at people, probably a good idea right about now. I'm going to play one more song, and then I've got a special guest. It's very special. I hope my special guest is ready. I don't see him there, but we'll hope so. So I posted about these shows happening, and somebody posted a request for people keep requesting songs off the very first. I guess this is my thing with new bands. I put out an EP because the first thing that Orbit put out was an EP called La Mano, and I've been talking to Paul, and who's the drummer from Orbit and runs Lunch Records, about trying to get it back up on the streaming services, because it's not there now. It's sort of hard to find, but people keep requesting songs from it, so I'm just gonna play them, and maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll come out eventually. I always sort of feel like playing this is just sort of like an echo of the stuff that you can find elsewhere. Like the recording is the record of things, and then this is sort of a reminder of the record of things. But I suppose this is its own thing in its own right, and you could hold a cassette deck up to this and listen to that in your car, instead of having Purge streaming to you over Spotify. Just go with a very old tech solution. I have another loop for this one. We'll try it. We'll hope the best. The sun came up this morning. I tried to push it back down again. Today I start uprising to remove all those wicked things. I know it's beautiful. I know it burns my heart and cuts my brain. I know you get it through. I'm gonna purge myself. It's been a dark time. It's been a bag of foolish hell. Lately, I met a woman. She wrapped herself around my head. I know it's beautiful. I know it burns my heart, cuts my brain. I know you want me to. I'm gonna purge myself from wicked things. I know it's beautiful. I know it burns my brain, it hurts my heart. I know you can't forget. I'm gonna purge myself the wicked things. I know you want me to. I know it burned my brain, got my heart. I know you can't forget. I'm gonna purge myself the wicked things. Ladies and gentlemen, Wally Giggle.
Hey,
Hi,
how's
Wally.
it going? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine, yeah.
This is awesome. I
I
like the loop pedal on that last song.
Yeah, well,
That
I get a
actually-
little off of it, and it's fine. It's all fine. It's it's rock and roll, and I have to remind myself it's just me. Like, I could stop and start, which is something you really can't do when you've got a whole band going. But
That is true. Well, you did it anyway when we played.
yeah, and that bass line, that's just the bass line, right? It's just the one part you play the whole time. So
think
for
so.
people who don't know Wally, Wally is the bass player from Orbit who played bass on all of the touring that we did off of Lamano and Libido Speedway. You played on Libido Speedway, and you also are engineer and producer. You engineered Libido Speedway, the better part of it, and then what became the Lost album, unfortunately, was one that we kind of produced together with you, and
Yep.
kind of did it ourselves. And then it got shelved for all those years.
And don't forget
But we can talk about positive things.
No, don't forget we also we met on that Phoenix ad, Boston Phoenix.
That's right. Yeah.
And then ended up rehearsing like once and recorded the first
We recorded
recordings
that EP
at Paul's house. Yeah.
Yeah. And you recorded that for us, with us.
Yeah.
And that was how we met you.
Yeah.
You answered a bass player ad and then said, "Oh, I do recording stuff too." And we're like, "Cool, we need to do a demo."
Yeah. I was at. I'm trying to remember that space that was in
in the South
back.
End.
Yeah.
Or
right.
out on the
No.
sort of near the channel area, whatever they call that now. They probably call it
Fort Point. No, I think the place was more in the South End, and then Paul lived in Chelsea in that house, and it actually had high ceilings and stuff. And I brought my ADAT set up.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did a lot of
Yeah.
ADAT recording back then.
Shit sounded good though.
Yeah, so
It came out good.
I feel obligated to explain to people kind of. So ADATs was a recording format, the first affordable digital recording format, on which you recorded on VHS
Videotape.
tapes.
Yep.
But you had 8 channels of digital audio that you could record somehow magically onto these tapes, and we recorded a whole lot of stuff with that. And when we got the record deal, we bought like 24 channels of ADATs. We bought 3
right.
ADATs,
That's right.
Or we bought 2 and then pooled them with year 1 or something,
Huh.
and set up a studio in the rehearsal complex called the Sound Museum.
Yep. Yep.
In
That's
the
where
South
Bliss
End.
was. Yeah.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah, and yeah. How are you?
Doing good, actually. Yeah, I mean, holding up as best as we can during this pandemic protest season.
It's just layer on layer of like, you're like, the pandemic's going on. You're like, oh, this sucks, and then, you know, systemic
Well, it
racism raises its ugly head even more. So then,
it it
I suppose it's good we're paying attention to it, but
it's been so insane. I mean, honestly, I was at the studio yesterday, which is in Hollywood, and it's crazy because everything's boarded up. We actually had a lot of looting go on right by our studio, and they almost actually got into the studio, which was a little nuts. But
wow,
it was, yeah, a little intense in Hollywood, so
huh?
it feels kind of weird to go in.
People are excited to see you. I don't know if you're seeing the comments, but
Oh no, I should
Jennifer
probably take a
says
look.
hi.
Hey!
Diane Mix says hello.
Oh yeah, Diane's great.
Holly
And Holly. Hey
Mix
Holly.
Fisher says hello. Lilia.
They're the best. What a
Lilia.
great group.
Yeah. And then people are reminding us of other horrible things that are happening. Murder hornets. Yeah, they haven't made it to the East Coast.
Yeah, we don't have enough going on.
Yeah. Yeah, Chelsea, Eleanor Street. Yeah, that's where Eleanor Street basement sessions with Wally. Yep. Martin OSullivan says, good times back in, oh my God, 93? What's that?
Was
Something
it?
like that? I don't know.
Jeez.
Thereabouts.
I must have been 12.
I know. Yeah. So you run a studio
Yes.
in LA now, in
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Which we actually, until recently, hadn't been going in much, obviously, because we haven't been able to travel. So I have a studio here. I converted the garage at home.
At
I've
home.
luckily been able to work. So a lot of stuff in composing has been done here. Um, we actually had the studio kind of locked up during this whole thing and just started opening it up again. And yesterday was actually one of the first outside sessions we did, which was I had a couple of guys from the Cold War kids come in to finish up some stuff we had started before, never had a chance to finish it up, and they came in, and it was a little weird, we all had our masks on and trying to keep separate, but we're all in the control room trying to get the song done. But
Yeah.
I think we're slowly getting back in, except for like you keep reading all this stuff, like it's still spiking, things are going nuts. I don't know what to do. I mean, gotta get back
It'd be nice to
somehow.
have some leadership, but
Oh yeah, he's
that's too
taking
much
care
to
of
ask,
it.
probably.
Law and order, president. Oh my lord.
Yeah.
November.
So, tell me your, I guess fondest, but maybe strongest orbit memory.
I think there's a few of them. There's some pretty intense ones, positive and negative. I think one of the first tours we did, we were all bunking together, but I was with Paul one night in the very early tour. I think it was one of the first ones I did with you guys.
So when we used to go on tour back then, we'd just get
Mm.
one hotel room and we'd
Yeah.
we'd share beds and people would
Yeah,
sleep on the
exactly,
floor. It was
exactly.
very
And this particular night, I
dark out.
think you had a different room. I was with Paul, and I didn't know he sleptwalked, And so in the middle of the night, I hear someone trying to get in the room, and I'm all like, what's going on? And I open the door, and it was Paul in his underwear because he went and sleptwalked and went
Yeah.
through the halls unknowingly, woke up to realize, I don't know, he was knocking on everybody's door until he figured out which room was his, and then I answered the door. So that was the beginning
Paul
of like,
sleepwalking
okay.
was one of the joys of touring with Orbit. Yes.
Well, it's like I learned how to close the little the chain lock, because then he couldn't for some reason get that, so I'd hear and that was the sign to like, okay.
Put a bell on him. Yeah.
And then the other one was when we played for the buyers of, I think it was Best Buy or something, and was that Minneapolis?
Minneapolis. Yep.
And we get on stage,
We
and
now disclaimer. We'd already been on tour for about 3 or 4 weeks, so I was kind of at the end of my rope. But
oh, we were all just so
tensions were high in the band.
so crunchy, and also it was such an unpleasant gig because all it was a bunch of these dudes, these like
showing
corporate
up in
fucking
suits
dudes.
and ties to
Yeah.
see us play. Yeah.
So, what was it, the second song in? I said something stupid to you or whatever, and the next thing you know, you just took your guitar, smashed it completely, and walked off stage.
It was something that, relatively innocuous, but it was something like, "Hey, you're out of tune," or something like that. And I'd had enough. And,
but it was so great because it was so rock and roll, like all of a sudden, like deathly quiet, and you just left the stage and were like, okay, I think that's it. And I think they didn't know what to do with it.
I lost my shit. I just completely lost my shit. And smashed that guitar into about 8 pieces. Jim Meridian glued it all back together. I still have it.
Jim.
Yeah.
But then on the other end of the fence was like, I remember when we first got to the Lollapalooza gig at the Gorge. Remember that? Like when we were in Washington State.
The Gorge.
It's just fucking incredible, huge, excuse my French, but this amazing venue when we got to do all those Lollapalooza. I mean, they were draining because we had to drive so much on those shows, but I just do remember those kind of experiences were just incredible. Like we play all those great places.
Yeah.
You know what's also a really good show as far as like fans being really excited was we played that theater show in like Burlington, Vermont. I think it was one of the Vermont shows, partly because we had a lot of airplay up there.
Yeah.
And I just remembered that.
Was it with the Boss Tones? We played some theater.
Well, that was a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a weird one because that was. I won't mention the other name of the band, but remember they didn't want to move their drum set for us, so we had like this small space. And Dickie,
we're trying to explain to them like, listen, we kind of thrash around a lot on stage, like. You can leave your stuff there, but I can't guarantee its safety. And then as soon as we went on, they're like, no, we're not moving our stuff. And we weren't even being malevolent about it. I mean, it was just okay, but we can't promise. And as soon as we went on, they're standing by the side of the stage like, it's like.
But that was also when Dickie from the Boss Tones went backstage to the other band, and he's all like, because we're from Boston, and he was just like getting all in their face about it, as if like, they insulted everybody, which I thought was kind of genius. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Those are good guys. The Boss Tones are really great guys.
Yeah. Nate's head of Warner's Records A&R. He was at head of Capitol. He'd sign the Weekend and stuff.
Yeah.
The old guitar player, Nate Albert.
It's you do this for long enough, and like good people go on to do good things, and
that is true.
That's nice.
The hope.
Says Wally from his studio in Hollywood.
No, I'm home today. Just got to keep plugging away, as we all do.
Cool. All right.
Awesome, dude.
It was great to check in with you. Thanks for coming on. I hope.
I love that you're doing this too.
Yeah. So. Well, it's for my own sanity as much as anything
else.
Yeah. Keep doing stuff and
get out. And now I know. By the way, people probably don't know there's this song out that was done recently. So. For people who don't know, there's this other company that my production partner and I have called Audio Wax, which is through Universal Music, and we did this recent release, which was an album of like high energy garage rock songs, and Jeff wrote this killer song that's on there called "Come On." So we'll have to put the link out. I don't know if you actually even had the final copy. It came out really good.
Before, sort of after Orbit broke up, and before I started my web development company, I did commercial music for TV commercials and stuff, and it was super liberating because it was just so not cognitive. It was like you spend all this time sort of like digging into your heart, trying to express yourself and find the right lyrics and stuff, and then somebody would come along and say like, I want 30 seconds of music that kind of sounds like I don't know, Radiohead or something, you know. It's
Right.
like, oh, that's the easy part, you know. And this was not quite that, but it was, you came along and said, I need sort of a garage rocky thing and don't overthink it. So
No, and it ended up being a mini Orbit song because
it ended
Paulie's
up, yeah,
on it and I'm
like,
on it. So there we go.
yeah.
All right,
So,
man.
all
Be
right,
good.
take care, Wally.
That was great. Yeah. Talk to you soon.
Great to see you.
Bye.
Well, there you go. It's been over 20 years. Name names. I don't even remember who it was, so I'm gonna have to. I'll text Wally after this and try to remember. I was like, I have some ideas of who it might be, but I don't know. And I think they got like really successful later on, which is maybe why Wally is not mentioning them, because they got way more successful than the Boss Tones or us. Yeah. So thank you for both for some of my favorite music. Yeah, Wally has made lots of worked with lots of really great bands and stuff. So go look him up and listen to all the stuff that he does, because in general it's really good. So all right, I got the acoustic guitar now. It's a whole different thing. We put out a single a couple weeks ago that is on Spotify. You know, I created a playlist. Did I mention this? I mentioned this last week. I'm clicking the wrong things here, but people are saying hi to Wally. I created a playlist on Spotify. I hope you use, if you use Spotify. Otherwise, maybe you could assemble it on Apple Music or Amazon or whatever you are. But if you go to 123astronaut.com/everything, I was saying last week that that's the playlist that I look at when I'm practicing for these shows. It's all of the stuff, that like 65 songs from the Orbit catalog and 123 Astronaut and Well, who somebody was requesting some Well. I'll have to figure out some Well for next time. A short-lived band that Linda Bean from Orbit, bass player, and I had for a little while. Oh, and I made it with this. This is Wally's website, waxlimited.com. That's an L. And you can go see what Wally's been up to. Yeah. Somebody was requesting a whole bunch of songs. Medicine, Motorama, Electric. I haven't played any of those, but you know what? Let me play Electric. I'm going to play Electric right now. I was going to play the Fade Out, but I'm going to play Electric, and then I'll play the Fade Out. They are alphabetically right next to each other in my lyric book. This song was on Accelerator, which was kind of the last album that Orbit did. Eventually, we got that Lost album back and put it out, called the Lost Album, but Accelerator was kind of the last thing we did, and this song's called Electric. Woke up from the floor and tipped to your wires, raised out into lows, just so damn tired. But your mind is wild and she plays it just like fire, with the kind of strain that you just can't seem to fathom. Floating down with the waves of sound surround you, naked lies where the static tries to drive you. And it comes like fire and some holy wire, you're electric. Pouring down when the lover sounds, it's electric. Praise time at the speed of light, they will find you. Calm down, the buzzing town with the light on. Then it comes like fire on some holy wire electric, pouring down when the lover sounds, it's electric. Fall down on the ground and hear the answer. Burned out and delightful, here's your answer. When you see the light in the dark at night, you're electric. When you're falling down and becoming sounds, it's electric. When you see the light in the dark at night, you're electric. When you're falling down on the curling sounds, it's electric. Click, 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 click. I'm clicking. I'm clicking. Let's just keep going. F. Fade out. I'll read the papers 'cause the papers don't lie. Pop propaganda for reality types. I can't trust nothing unless I look in your eyes. A light of hope as the storm waters rise. Stand up for the fade out. Last light on the radio. Line up for the takedown. Time's up. It's the fade out. Skyline is fading from the day to the night. We can run away or go down in the fight. I wanna hold you for an innocent moment. I wanna be there. I wanna be there. Stand up for the fade out. Last light on the radar. Line up for the takedown. Time's up. It's a fade out. Stand up for the fade out. Last light on the radar. it's a fade out. Stand up for the fade out. Last light on the radar. Line up for the demagogue. Time's up. It's the fade. Yeah, that's the fade out. That's the last single that we put out. That you can find. I mentioned this already. 123astronaut.com. You can see the video there. A whole bunch of stuff. So I'm putting up the banner. 123astronaut.com. That's the band site for the new band. Getting to the top of the hour. You know, I'm sure you've got other live streams to get to. Thanks for coming out. I'm gonna play just a couple more here. Let me put up some comments. Holly needed to hear that. Ryan says, missed my notification, but I'm here. Hi Ryan, welcome. Thanks for coming. The new standard biscuit. That's the EP that we put out. I love EPs. What can I say? That one is on the streaming services. People are apologizing for getting here late. Yeah. Angel. Hi, Angel. Angel runs Boston Emissions, the Boston local music show, which you should go check out if you're, from Boston or a fan of Boston or would like to be. Boston's always had a good music scene, and Angel has been a big part of that over the years. Break, wow. That's another song. All right, let's just do it. I'm going to do it. I think I got it. I'm in a requesty mood, so. Also, Brad says it sounds great. Thanks, Brad. All right. This song's called Break. It's an Orbit song. It was on the first EP we put out. That is, as far as I know, completely unavailable right now. Cut my skin, broken glass, I'm gonna tie myself to the railroad tracks until the train comes round. Down on me, I will just turn myself like the fading wind. Fill my hair with asphalt shoes. I'm gonna make myself all fake for you. I will kill myself. You won't know, I will abhor myself, but it won't show. I'm gonna break my bones, I'm gonna shake my hair for you. I'm gonna change my name, I'm gonna change my shape for you. She wore a fake fur coat, all full of junk. She said, someday I'll be star, they come just to look at me. I'll be anything they want me to be. I won't break my bones, I'm gonna break my hands for you. I'm gonna change my name, I'm gonna change my shape for you, and I will. My hands change my name for you, and I will, and I will, and I will. I'm gonna. There you go, Ryan. Oh, there you go, Brad. Brad requested that. Ryan has requested other things. I got a couple more in me. She's a car broken down out on the highway. She's a good little girl, but her daddy don't know. I said my bed is just a moment away. She stops herself, she holds herself, and she shakes her head. She said, I'm all alone in this town. I'm gonna buy myself some brand new things. I'm gonna get myself together. I'm gonna break myself and take myself to some other time. Brand new dress, some brand new shoes, a brand new cup of tea. Don't burn yourself, don't hurt yourself, don't fall on your face. I made my bed, I'm gonna sleep in it, but I'm gonna get myself some clean new sheets. Baby, come back, make yourself whole. Baby, come home. Medicine time. Water well, washing well, can wash me away. I think I hurt myself and cut myself on some other day. She says, don't think it's no good for it all. Some days good, some days bad, most days you can't wash it all. Baby, come back, make yourself whole. Baby, come home, choke the medicine down. Baby, come back, make yourself whole. Baby, come home, choke the medicine down, choke the medicine down, choke the medicine down, choke the medicine down, choke the medicine down. That's it. That was the hit. All right, I'm gonna play one more song, and then we're gonna get out of here. I mentioned last week that we were organizing sort of a matching funds benefit thing for the Equal Justice Initiative, Campaign Zero, and the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. That ended on Sunday, and we raised about $3,000. So with the money that we're contributing as well, it's about $6,000 getting split amongst these organizations. But don't let that stop you from donating. They all are great places to donate your money and help the world right now. And there are others too. If you're feeling stuck and like you don't know what to do to help, do that. Donate some money. It's kind of scary to go out and protest. I can understand that right now. It's not a great time to be in a crowd of people. But you can certainly donate what you can from the comfort of your own home. And I want to encourage you to do that. Do something. Don't, I take on a lot of stress. I'm a person that takes on, I don't really do anything half-assed. And so, I kind of had to shield myself from the news for the past 4 years. And, I used to be an NPR junkie. I just can't do that anymore. Just for my own sanity, I just need to kind of filter things. But with what's going on right now, it's as much as you can. Don't look away. Don't try to downplay it. Don't hope that it will get better without intervention. We need to make the world a better place. Not just this pandemic. When it's over, that will be better. But hopefully, we can emerge into a better world that is more just, more fair, and treats everyone like people. I think that's really important. So, anyways, go out and donate if you can. Or sing loud and yell and donate. Anyways, so this is a Pixies cover that Orbit used to play. And it's fun because the Pixies are fun. With your feet on the air and your head on the ground, try this trick, spinning, yeah. Your head will collapse, but there's nothing in it, and you'll ask yourself, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Behind the rocks, except little fish. And he told me, and he told me, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Way out. See it swimming. I was swimming in the Caribbean. We're hiding behind the rocks. Except a little fish. He Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Way out in the water, see it swimming. Well, thanks everybody for coming out to the stream. It's live. It's live. It's all happening live. Of course, it also will be archived on the services and live on forever. But thanks for coming out. Get on the 123 Astronaut mailing list at 123astronaut.com. And we'll let you know when other live streams are coming up. And we'll let you know when we release songs, and we'll just kind of keep you up to date. And of course, follow 123 Astronaut on Facebook, facebook.com/123 Astronaut, and on YouTube, youtube.com/123 Astronaut. I think you can follow us on Twitch too, twitch.tv/123 Astronaut. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks Tom. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Kim. People, yes. I just keep doing Pixie songs all night. Yep. Cool. And Linda Bean. I love you too, Linda. All right. Take care, everyone. Take care of yourselves and the people around you.